What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video. Today I'm reviewing the Toronto Maple Leafs 4-3 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets in overtime at the Scotiabank Arena tonight in Toronto. This was a must-win for the Leafs. And again, I've been saying it so much, but the Toronto Maple Leafs really need to win these games against teams that are not exactly better than them. The Columbus Blue Jackets are not supposed to be a team that's beating teams like the Leafs or the Lightning or anything like that. The Leafs need to win these games to prove that they can take on any team in the league, especially ones that are of a less of talent than them, and come away with 2 points. But they ended up getting 1 point, going to overtime. There were some poor mistakes made by big players tonight. Mitch Marner did not have a good game tonight. Technically cost the Leafs 2 goals. Wasn't exactly his best effort. I thought that there was just a lot of players tonight that were not noticeable. And, again, giving up early leads always sucks. The first 2 shots on net went in. But just looking at the box score summary, Joonas Korpisalo had 28 saves on 31 shots. Pretty solid night for him. Freddie Andersen had 34 saves on 38 shots against. And again, this is way too many shots against Freddie Andersen. Against a team like Columbus, there's no reason for those shots to be that high. In overtime, he did face a couple of shots, but in regulation is when you need to really, limit those shots, because, obviously overtime's going to add on a few, but because it is 3-on-3, but at the same time, like, it shouldn't matter. You really need to defend better and not have your starting goaltender make as many saves. What happens if Freddie only faced 15 to 18 shots tonight? Maybe he plays again in Boston, because now you have to 100% turn the crease over to Hutchinson. And I think I speak for a lot of people in saying that I'd much rather have Freddie Andersen play against Boston. I still don't understand why we did not have Hutchinson play tonight and have Freddie against the better team, because who knows, you get a decent effort out of Hutchinson, and you move on to the next game, and you can almost guarantee Freddie's going to give you a good performance. He wants to play well against Boston. Or if Hutchinson played tonight and got to overtime and got you that 1 point, then Freddie Andersen gives you a better chance to come away with 2 more points, or at least another point against Boston. I really don't agree with it, and I don't think I ever will. You have to play your best goalie against a better team. I do not care what anybody says. That's what needs to happen. So first period is shorthanded. Riley Nash scored right away, and that was the Mitch Marner giveaway. It was a brutal goal. I can't even tell you how brutal it was. You guys probably seen it. Then the next shot on net, Pierre-Luc Dubois scored his 4th of the season, assisted by Atkinson and Foligno. Foligno assisted on the first one, so 2 points for him right off the bat. Then the Leafs responded with their own shorthanded goal. Kasperi Kapanen scored on a nice little 2-on-1 break there, assisted by Marner and Muzzin. And then Matthews tied it up on a beautiful play from Andreas Johnsson, a little slap pass out front. And that was assisted, by, like I said, by Johnsson, and Muzzin scored by Matthews, his 8th of the season. He's having a pretty good season, of course. Then in the second period, right before the period ended, nice little play that got Nylander the puck, and he ended up burying it for his 3rd of the year, assisted by Johnsson and Matthews. Good to see Nylander get on the board again. He's having a pretty decent start to his year, so I'm very happy for him, and I hope it continues. So that gave the Leafs the lead. Then in the third period, Wenberg on the power play. Not great defensive coverage out front. And Werenski and Jones got the assists, and that tied up the game. And then, of course, in overtime, there was a hook that was called. It was kind of a weak call, but at the same time, don't get in there and do that. You have to trust that your goaltender is going to make that save. And then Marner ended up putting his hand on the puck, but they didn't call that. They just called the hook on Marner, and that gave Gustav Nyquist a penalty shot opportunity, and he scored his 2nd of the game to give Columbus the victory. So the Leafs can't beat the Columbus Blue Jackets, a team that you need to beat. That's 2 points given away. And you got to hope that you can play better against the Boston Bruins. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's a part of me that thinks if the Maple Leafs go down early against the Bruins, that I'm going to be focused on the Raptors championship banner raising and ring ceremony, because that's the first championship I've ever seen in my entire life. So listen, I just hope that the Leafs have a better effort against the Boston Bruins, which we're hoping that they do. And on the night that Canada brings in another liar into their country to become the prime minister, the Leafs make a big blunder and suck tonight. You can't give away the puck like that. You can't make stupid calls. The referees weren't exactly great tonight, but Hopefully you guys went out there and voted. By the time you're watching this video, there's probably a new prime minister. I don't really like to talk about politics, but Canada's in trouble. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be previewing the Leafs and Bruins game up next here, and that's going up in the morning. And hopefully you guys will enjoy that game. Hopefully you found ways to enjoy tonight's game against Columbus. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.